You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Oilers and the Austin Bats. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from the Texas Capitol. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 29-yard line.
Come on! 180! Here it goes! Check 13! Check 13!
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard
120.
They'll try to draw Lindsey. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
We're good.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. 65. 65.
Hey, Haywood.
Just beating the play clock is gone. That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Cut. 20.
All day, baby. All day.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
We go tonight. 180.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Keep walking. Value 3. Value 3.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Goff now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready, set.
56. Check 56. I got you. Pump. Kill, kill.
Hey, lock it.
Kill.
Fire.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Elijah Lee there to make the stop defensively.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Rudolph. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On the double.
50. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey. Look at me. Go. Hit it.
Now a give right side. It's Allen, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Right there.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
49-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Man, I got you.
Rudolph. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Allen, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Go now. 60 yards. Hey, Charlie.
All day, defense, all day.
On 2nd and 9, Rudolph. It's caught at the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Mike 34, Mike 34.
Rock it.
His team showed up. That's SOS.
Hard.
Check.
Get it.
On first down, Allen. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. He's bred this big defensive tackle.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, Shell. Maverick. Pilot, 64, weak.
Kill.
A shotgun snap for gone. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Houston.
180.
I got it. Tie it right. 4 down.
Goff on first down. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now gone. He lets this one fly toward the back. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Rudolph going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a give, right side. Allen fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Lobo.
54. Let's go. Shit.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Begin. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
5.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's Tyler Newsome now. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And take it right on the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Goff now looks to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Houston.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
12.
Let's put him right.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On second down now, it's Lindsey. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Mike 29. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Out of the gun, gone. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Rudolph. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Zerline's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Allen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Leo!
They stay on the ground with Allen. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, now. Let's go.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it second and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Cut! 180!
29. Here we go.
Now it's gone. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. picked off near the 42. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz. Third and long. It's Rudolph. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. It's a big play there. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a carry for Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's going to take a shot right away for the... And it's caught. Touchdown. Miles Boykin, 32 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Front, like 20.
Exit, exit.
12.
On 3rd down, Raymond. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards and a first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Back now in Austin. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Finally a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Lindsey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another run by Lindsey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Like 20.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
You must be.
Shell.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
They're going with Lindsey. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Rudolph now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returnable for Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. Bryant has it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Goff. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Goff. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Look at that. It's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Right there, 54, right there, 52.
And they will throw it here with Rudolph. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. Man open, Rice. And he'll be brought down with the first down, and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. Now a toss play. Allen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Go! 10-2 start.
54. Come on, D.
Right.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides